G'day, how you going? I'm Matt from Chase the Weekend. Got to do a bit of maintenance on the old girl today. We're changing the oil and filters, and we're changing the air filter as well. So let's crack on. Righto, so tip number one, get yourself some old cardboard, old box or something like that. Chuck it down under your car, and that way you won't drip oil all over your driveway. Righto, so we're going to just put some fluid in the washer bottle there. We've got this bars bugs. Get it on special from Retco or wherever. I've been using this stuff for years, it's really good. So if you follow the instructions, it's what is it, 50 mils per 1 litre, or if you're like me, just probably about that much. Happy days. And then just top up with your favourite liquid, but preferably water. Righto, so now the air filter, the old girl's just got a couple of clips. Pop them out. Oh, that one on the side. Grab a screwdriver and then hose clamp. A little bit. Wait. Ooh, don't look in here. This is why we change our filters. It's not even that old, but we've been doing a lot of dusty roads. This one's a Retco filter, this one's a Pro Select. So there you go. For the sake of $50 retail or thereabouts, grab a new air filter, chuck it in. There we go. Nervous when people watch me. Get in there, come on. Just do a close clamp up. Just right. Job done. Now, what we're going to do is I'm going to put a couple of gloves on, because I don't like getting sump oil all over my hands. Oh, just put a big hole in it. Mostly protected is good enough, I guess. Alright, so what we're going to do, we've got cardboard down, going to loosen off the sump plug, 14 mil on the old Patrol. Funny story actually, when I was an apprentice, we used to do our own maintenance on our vehicles, and it was my responsibility to do the services. And one time I was in a bit of a hurry, took the sump plug out, drained all the oil, all happy days, and then putting in the new oil. What's going on here? Check the dipstick, there's nothing on it. I'm like, I forgot the sump plug! All the new oil had drained straight out into the oil pan. I only ever did that once, but there you go. Always remember to put your sump plug back in. The other tip is too, spend 50 cents or even $1, get a new sump plug washer. Probably don't need to do it every time. Most mechanics will do it every time, but you know, do it every couple of times. Just chuck a new washer on there, just to help seal it when you do it back up. So what we'll do is we'll drop the oil out now, and then we'll do the filters. How good's that? A little drippy drop. Alright, let that drain out. Hello. He's a big boy. Righto, time to take the oil filters off. I've gone and got myself an oil filter removal tool. Just goes on the back of the filter, undo it with your ratchet, your socket, boom, boom, boom. Happy days, she comes out. Now you only undo it with this, you don't do it up with this, do it up by hand. Alright, let's get these filters off. Oh, bucket. Oh, it's tight. That's why you don't do it up because it's so hard to get them undone sometimes. So I have moved the oil pan underneath so it catches the oil that's dripping out. So I'm just going to leave that one there for a sec and let it drain out a bit. Right. So what you want to do when you get your new filter, remember to put a film of oil, clean oil, on your O-ring. You got to lube your O-ring, otherwise it's no good. Cause leakage. So just get some oil on your finger, rub your O-ring like that a couple of times, not too much, just so there's a nice film of oil on your O-ring. Filter. Second one. Right, so we'll just clean up the surface, the contact surface between the oil filter and the housing. Get all that old oil off it, put the new filters on. We'll double check the sump plugs back in and then fill up full of oil and check for any leaks. Just make sure you don't get any dirt on your O-ring. You don't want a dirty ring, alright? Quarter of a turn, half a turn. Job done. Okay. No, it's not a burger ring. It's a sump plug washer for your sump plug. You want to make sure that you've got good seal for your sump plug. So we'll just take the old one off. Take the old one off. There we go. Old one's off. Just good thread to clean up. Days. Now what we want to do is just clean our drain hole. Do that up. When you do them up, you don't do them super duper tight. I don't know the exact figure, but it'd be probably about 15 Newton meters of torque. But if you don't know, consult your manual. Don't blame me if you snap it. Thumb plugs in. Made a little bit of a mess, but that's okay. So I got cardboard down, concrete safe. Alright, so I got this diesel heavy duty engine treatment Newlon stuff. Never tried that, so I'm going to bang that in and see if it makes any difference to anything at all. 500ml for every 16 litres of oil. So we got 10.5 litres of oil in here. So I'm just going to bang it all. No one will know. How would they know? Spill it everywhere. Oh look, screws in. Think of everything. Alright, so that's just finished draining, so I'll empty that out. So when we're doing the oil filters up, we want to do them all the way up by hand. And once it starts to firm up, you go about another quarter to a half. See how much we're doing there. We want a little bit more than full. When we start it up, those oil filters are going to suck in about half a litre ish. We are above full there. under full, so I'll put the rest of that oil in and we spot the diggy dog. Now I'm not doing the fuel filter this service because I only just did it. It's only done about 6,000 Ks, so I'll leave that till the next service, but I like to try and do these nearly as often as I do oil changes, just because it can stop you in your tracks if that gets clogged up. Righto, all done. Oil filter's done, oil's in, sump plug's on, I checked that 4 times, air filter's done, topped up the washer bottle. Happy days. I'm going to back it out, I'm going to degrease it, spilled a little bit of oil there, but can't help that. Easy peasy. One of the other things that I found when I was having a look around my spotty, I just put new spotties on and they'd stopped working, so I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to check the fuse when I get around to it. And I did check the fuse, and I don't know if you can see that, but that is melted. That's a 30 amp fuse in there, and that is cooked. So I'm gonna have to change the fuse holder, change the wiring too, because what I'll do is I'll upgrade it to probably a 50 or a 60 amp fuse, but I'll have to make sure that the cable's bigger or can handle more current than whatever the fusing size is. So that looks like it's only probably about 4mm at the most, so I'll probably go up to 6mm, and that'll be fine for 60, 50 amps, maybe even I've got some 6BNS, which is 13mm, so I might even see if I can squeeze that in there just to be on the safe side. But that's a bit of a big job, so because I've got to take it all the way back through the harness. So yeah, don't know yet. That's a job for another day. Well, there we go. Service is all done. The old girl's ready for another adventure. Hey, if this is your first time watching one of our videos, thanks for dropping by. I really appreciate it. Hopefully we've earned your subscription today. And remember to hit those thumbs up, because that really helps spread the videos far and wide and helps us keep doing these sorts of videos for you to enjoy. And hopefully you get something out of it. And remember, the weeks are long, the weekends are short. So get out there, chase the weekend, catch up.